All right, this is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and we are back with another Raid Shadow Legends free-to-play mystery shard only champion spotlight. Today we're going to be discussing Visix the Unbowed, or Unbowed, however you want to say it. I do not care, but that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to see if she's really good. I mean, 270 days in, yeah, you might want to use her, especially if you've been playing that long. So let's see what she can do. Let's see what she's about. Let's get into her skills. So A1, she does an attack on one enemy 2 times. Each hit has an 80% chance of decreasing the target's turn meter by 15%. Fills this champion's turn meter equal to the amount of by the amount the target loses, so that's good. Basically, she's going to hit them, remove their turn meter, give it to her, so now she gets more turn meter, so she can keep doing it. Very, very good skill. Very good skill. Do not underestimate this skill. Her A2, she attacks all enemies. Has 75% chance of placing a decreased speed debuff. Also places a 50% ally protection buff on all allies, except for this champion for 2 turns. All this is based on defense, which is nice. She attacks all enemies and places a provoke with her A3, debuff for 1 turn. Places a shield buff on this champion equal to 20% of her max HP for 2 turns. Very good for soaking some damage. And if you have Syl on the team, then she can do an ally protect when she revives her, when she inevitably dies if there's a lot of damage coming to your team. So see, that's good. She does have an aura for ally defense in faction crypts by 37%, which is very nice for beating faction wars, especially for the boss because she hits really hard. We do not have a blessing on her yet, but I'm sure we will eventually. I would assume a more defensive mastery would be good. I mean, blessing, but we don't have it yet. Masteries. We decided to take her down an offensive tree. She does hit pretty hard, so we want to make sure she's getting as much damage as possible out of her attacks when she is trying to speed people up, because she does get a lot of turn meters, so she gets more attacks than your average hero, so that's good. Down to War Master, and then we got her some accuracy stuff over here, reducing cooldowns. We got her decreasing target turn meter. We've got placing, has a 30% chance to extend the duration of debuffs. So yeah, we've got her some nice stuff over here, and then your basic attack stuff. There's nothing really new here. If you've been watching my videos, you know how we build them. So artifacts, we just kind of threw her in a set. It's the one we had. It's the one that deflects a debuff onto the attacker, so she's got 20% HP and defense for that set. It's just what I had. The set is not very good. It's good enough. It gets the job done. That's really all that matters. As you can see, she has a 4-star glove, 40% crit rate, which is garbage, so we just want to get something better eventually. I probably have one, to be honest. I just haven't changed it yet. I actually didn't even know until we did this that I needed to change that. We have her in a defense chest. We have her in a speed boot. We have her in defense on the ring, defense on the amulet, and accuracy on her banner. We want her to make sure that she's getting those speed downs, getting the turn meter reductions, getting all that done. Very important. So, total stats. Where is she at? She's at 43,000 HP, 1,600 attack. She's got 4,300 defense, which is reasonable for my teams right now. We're probably starting to push into 5, I would say, very soon for most of my heroes when I start doing the re-gear. Her speed is only 165. We probably want to get that a little bit higher. Make sure she's constantly doing the turn meter reduction, which is good because I don't even notice it because her turn meter increase is so good from that A1 that you don't even notice that her speed is low right now. So I can imagine how good she'll be over 200. Crit rate, 81%. Not great, not bad. It is what it is. Crit damage, 103. She's got 120 resist and 185 on accuracy. We want her accuracy probably over 200. You're going to want to get her crit damage up to 250, 200, somewhere in that range if you're actually building her for attack. If not, then I would say focus on accuracy, defense, and speed. Get those up, and if you have any extra HP, that's not bad, and resist is always good, so don't ever feel bad about putting resist on a hero because it'll help you in the long run. All right, so where can we use her? Well, pretty much everywhere. I mean, she's good. There's really nowhere she's not good. I mean, the arena, we're going to do a refresh here. We actually did this. I did this video before, and it failed, unfortunately. So here's a good team. This is a team I think that would screw me up. So let me see if there's another one. Yeah, we'll try it. We're going to see, because the whole point here is we want to stop them from doing the things they want to do. So even a team like this, if our speed is fast, we might be able to handle it. But there's stone skin on everybody. So really, these two are the problems. I mean, she's a problem too, but not so much. So let's see what we can do as far as getting these guys to not attack us. All right, so we've got that. So her single target attack isn't going to kill Death Knight. So we're going to use this to try to hopefully kill that guy, which we did. And now we want to provoke these guys because this is annoying, which we did not work. So resist is very high with this team. and they're probably going to resist. So now we want to remove all debuffs. We still have another turn for, there we go. So now it's gone. We don't have to worry about it so much, but we have to kill Death Knight, which is probably why that didn't work. So now we can hopefully kill Death Knight, which we didn't yet, but now we have another attack. Is it enough? It is enough. So there you go. Now hopefully we can get the speed down. I think it might not work because we have Fear, which I expected. Just do a regular attack on her. This is a tough team to beat, so don't think that this is going to be an easy win. There's definitely no easy win here. All right, so we got that. Now, we want to get the speed down because we don't want them doing any more attacks than they have to. So we got a little bit of attack there. So now we're going to try to do speed down, hopefully. Didn't work. She has really high resist, just so you know, this lady right here. So this could end up being one of those it just goes on forever fights. So we may end up having to abandon this, but we'll see. We'll see. What's the worst that happens? We'll try to remove some stuff from these guys. If we got anything, we didn't get anything from that, because their resist is so damn high. So basically they just keep doing this and you basically don't win. That's kind of how, that's the arena for you. Hope you, this is why I don't play it that much and why I only do fights that I can win. This is the reason. All right, so but we're going to keep going. We're going to see. You never know. If we're going to see, we're going to use our A1 now because Provoke's not working. Let's see if we can do it. She resisted that. So everybody's resisting everything. So that's making it a little tough to actually win this. This is one of those fights that is going to be the fight that makes you just quit, basically, because you're just like, all right, this is going to be taking forever. So now we're going to see if we can just do some straight damage here and take one of these guys down. All right, we're getting there. I don't think Provoke's going to work, but we're going to try it anyway. You never know. Nope, didn't work. We're getting there. All right, will we get another turn? Is this enough? All right, so we took her down. So that's good. We're getting there. So this is one of those examples of how Visix won't help you, or how you need to just have insanely high, let's try this, insanely high accuracy. Like I said, like you're going to need like 500 accuracy to make a fight like this work, just so you know. So we're going to do this. There's nothing on her now. So this is the best time to hopefully get something going with some attack. Let's get some turn up. Will we get some damage here? 1, 2. All right, for the win. Reduced turn meter, maybe. Nope, she resisted. Well, that was a bad example, even though we won. But in a situation like this, her being tanky helped because she didn't die. Like, they didn't kill her. The only one that died was War Maiden, not surprisingly, because she's the lowest defense hero. But even in this, she was able to handle it. I don't know if there's anything else, any other team on here that I could really show that off with. Yeah, they have accuracy. Yeah, there's none of these are really going to be, the speed thing is going to be a problem for most of these teams. I mean, we'll try this one, but I have a feeling if they're faster, they're going to win, essentially. That's just how Arena works. So, all right, so they're not faster, so we have a chance. Now, this guy does tons of damage and kills everyone. So it really just depends on the speed. So we need to kill Death Knight. This is how normal fights go. Now, we're going to get some block damage probably, or get wiped in one hit. All right, so they can't revive. So that's good. Now, if she can get her attack, which she didn't. All right, so now we can provoke, hopefully. All right, so there we go. So that right there just saved our team. So that's the reason we're going to win this fight, was that provoke. All right? And the reason being is his first attack on auto is to use his dragon attack where it hits the whole team and kills them in one hit because he's that strong. So that is where Visix kind of shows. I'm glad that we fought him. So that shows you where having Visix on your team for Arena could be very helpful. All right, so don't sleep on it. Make sure you use her. All right, as far as anything else goes, we can use her pretty much anywhere. You can use her in Hydra. I can't really use her there right now. Doom Tower, you can pretty much use her wherever you want. I mean, I'll show you right here. We'll just do this real quick. We got Visix in here. Start. She's really good for ally protection and just making sure no one gets hit. This is a lower version, so that's not really an issue in this part. I would just bring another damage dealer, or if you built Visix with more of a damage build, then yeah, you could bring her in here and you have those extra things anyway, so it's fine. But see, yeah, she does the provoke. She basically just stops people from doing things. She's basically Drex without the provoke. Her and Drex are kind of the same thing. They both do the same nonsense, except Drex can do the HP burns, which is helpful on like longer fights. But the thing with Visix is she can reduce turn meter, which is also good. But I have Drex in a lifesteal set, so if you're going to do that kind of stuff, maybe bring her with lifesteal. That could be an option. There's definitely no crime in putting her in lifesteal. She will heal herself back up the entire time she fights. So there you go. That's Doom Tower. But really, you can use her in most dungeons, to be honest. She doesn't bring a lot of value to Dragon's Lair outside of the Ally Protect. For at least, we're talking just normal mode. We're not talking hard mode. I haven't really pulled her into hard mode, but Dragon, I couldn't see her having a lot of value there. Spider's Den, she's probably very useful in there for turn meter reduction, so you could use her in there. Ice Golem Peak, she's probably really good in there for ally protection, so that you could use her there. Fire Knight, though, we're going to use her in here as our extra. So there we go. Start. Now, in here, once you get to the boss, I would probably recommend that you, if you're going to do this with Visix, I would recommend you take her Ally Protect off. Like, just turn it off completely, because you don't need it in here. At least on stage 20 you don't, because the boss doesn't get a turn if everything goes correctly. So the less time she's taking to put Ally Protect where you're not getting hit, is more time she's doing her A1, which is going to reduce turn meter. But this is a reasonably long fight for my team, for this team. But that's the setup that we have. It's the heroes we're using. Basically, it's going to be around 6-7 minutes, somewhere in there. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, this is a great place if you don't have heroes like Crimson Slayer or Soulbond. I would assume at this point of the game, if you have Visix, you probably have Armiger, unless you just never used him. That's a crime in itself. But yeah, I mean, if you don't have those heroes, then you can bring Visix in here for turn meter reduction and not have to worry about whether or not the shield's going to come back down or go back up. You just keep dragging it out and making sure that he doesn't get a turn. We're going to see how it goes. I did this on a trial run, and I think the boss didn't get one turn. So we'll see how the first... It really depends on the shield. If the shield comes down the first round with with enough time for my heroes to get a turn meter reduction, then yeah, he won't get a turn at all. But if that doesn't happen, then we may see a shield or two. It also depends if they miss their turn meter reduction. The waves are the worst part because they're boring. Lucky for me, I have tea, so I am ready to rumble, and I'm fine with long fights. I just sit here, drink tea, and I'll watch YouTube videos. That's what I do when I do long fights. Granted, this is a fight that I don't ever do to farm, and if I did do it, I wouldn't be drinking tea to do it. I'd be going to bed and letting it play overnight. There's no reason to watch 7-minute fights. Figure if you get, 9 fights in an hour, yeah, you're gonna blow through. Hopefully, you're doing it on a 2 times drops run where you get the super hits, super raids. All right, we're almost there. The waves are the worst. And the boss has a nice amount of health, so it doesn't really help the situation. Look at that, no turn. You get no turn, sir. Decreasing it like a boss. No turn meter means good turn meter. Good, she did Ally Protect right at the end. Don't let her get another turn, good. So now Ally Protect is gone. All right, so he's got a 3-hitter on his A1. Hopefully she gets the next turn. She did not, but there you go. And now Flowing Sword at the worst possible time. Yeah, he's going to get a turn. Or maybe, I don't know, let's see. It depends if they get their hits off. If she can get the decreased speed on him, there we go. Now it's possible. The setup needs to happen right here. All right, I think we lost it. Yeah, we lost it. We're going to get a shield. Yeah, they screwed it up. They missed. They keep missing. If they miss, then that's it. He gets a turn. And it makes the fight longer, which is annoying because he heals. But there you go. She gets a 2-hitter there. Of course, she's going to use Flowing Sword at the wrong time. So this right now is working the wrong way. All right, so now we're finally at a point where it should work as long as they don't do anything dumb. So now everybody's going to just keep going. We're going to see that ally protect, completely useless. You just want her doing turn meter. Honestly, if I was doing this for reals, I'd probably turn everything off, including the speed, because what's her face? Syl can put speed down. It just depends on how fast you want it. That's all. Let's just hope we don't get 100 resists in. Say resist. Oh, that was different attack. Resisting arrest. Really, Syl's the main wild card here. She's the one that gets resisted the most because her decreased turn meter is very low accuracy, I think. Like it's low chance, I think. I'd have to look, but she misses it a lot. She's also weak against him, so that's probably the reason. You're like, that's probably a good reason. I mean, look at the turn meter from freaking Armiger. Between him and Visix, you basically just have non-stop turn meter reduction. It's kind of nice. Yeah, as long as she's hitting and she has high accuracy, you're good. The resists won't matter so much. All right, Flowing Sword. Crimson Slayer actually came through. There you go. Decreased turn meter with Syl. When they all hit at like a not miss, yeah, it's just awesome. So this is why I was saying that accuracy is more important than attack on her. I don't see any real major reason to use her as only a nuker when there's other heroes that can nuke better than her. But, I mean, to each your own. If it works for you on something, then that's great. If you want a lower chance of her debuffs going off and a better chance of her doing more damage, then sure. Go ahead. Build her with tons of crit damage and defense. Have fun. So it looks like we're good outside of the debacle in the beginning where they did stupid things. It looks like we're good, and he's not going to get an attack after that first shield went down. Unless we have that happen. Watch. Now I'm going to have to eat my words. All right, so now they're all hitting, so that's good. Flowing Sword. Yep, okay, so that's good. If she's hitting, then we're good. The only thing that sucks about this is that Smite doesn't get any attack, so it's going to be a longer fight because you don't get any Smite. But the other thing is, too, you're not getting healing, so I guess it wouldn't be. So there you go. 6 minutes and 52 seconds. And we got a nice piece of gear that I never use with crit damage. I don't know. What is this? Frenzy? 5% turn meter for each debuff received. So, yeah, that could be good for some bosses like the Spider. That could be good for that. Like when the Nether Spider, when it drops a whole bunch of poisons on you. That could be a good set for that, actually. So there you go. We found something new out. All right, so Visix did pretty good. She was, nice. She was the second best damage dealer, even with her not being built like a monster for DPS. So that's good. She would definitely beat Crimson Slayer, I think, if we actually built her. So there you go. Attack power is fun. All right, let's go in here. So what have we learned today? We've learned that Visix is great for provoking. She is great for faction wars, where you can kind of use her as a provoker for like Bushi, when he dies and he gets revived and he kills your lowest HP hero. Just basically kill him, let him revive, have her provoke him, and then there you go. You don't have to worry about Bushi anymore. So there's definitely places you can use her. Faction wars is good. Doom Tower is good. Hydra is good. Dungeons are good. I mean, literally there's nowhere you can't use her. So if you do make it to the 270 mark and you pull her, I highly recommend building her. Highly recommend getting her booked out, making sure she's good. Get her some gear, get her masteries done. She's definitely going to help you out in a lot of areas of the game. I mean, I actually got her around the same time as, I think, Yannicka, if I remember correctly. I think it was Yannicka. So I had to choose between them who I was going to build first. So I put books into Yannicka first. So that was my choice. Looking back on it, I would have done the same thing. Because she is good, but she didn't help me. Honestly, Yannicka helped me a lot in a lot of areas. She's not special in a weird way. She is special in a weird way. I wouldn't say she's amazing, but she's definitely good, and I'm glad I built her. I'm not regretting her, and I definitely don't regret building Visix. So Yeah, she's awesome. All right, so if you have any questions, comments, concerns, things you want to talk about, feel free to leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, as it helps my channel grow. Always important that you do that. You know, even just a small comment saying, hey, it's good for us. It gets us built up in the algorithm so other people can see us. And yeah, that's basically it. So feel free to tell your friends about these videos, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, all right? So this is Visix. This is Mobile Gamer Nerd. And you guys take care.